Is what it is. Hello. Oh my god. How long have we had Sanctum of Ujin? Huh. I've never seen anyone play it. I bet you it's because no one knows it exists. Wait a minute. Nope, yep, that's true. I have never seen it in play. Actually, not Bedlam Reveler, but Ox is fine. I've actually never killed someone with an overloaded scale up. That sounds hilarious. Oh, we're playing Rydia. Okay. Probably not possible for Grape Shot here. Or Mizzix's Mastery. In the Giant Store. I don't think that's happening. Hmm. Oakham Adversary. Okay. Oh, so it stays as a food. I understand now. So you can only do it once per permanent. Could use that to, like, get the casted still? I guess. Omen Path Journey seems fine. I don't want the 4-mana ones without something to do with them, and I don't really have anything to do with them, so... Emrakul has Madness. Can I do that? Let's see. It's 6 colorless? I have, like, no colorless mana sources. Could I play and get enough waste? Ugh. Could I truly get enough wastes? Let's see. It's close. Maybe. How... There's like not... I want a storm thing to happen, but I don't think it's possible. Maybe Mizzix Mastery is possible, though. Maybe like over Breach and Mastery. But I don't know about the storm cards. Kind of not feeling them. When did the Pioneers? I don't remember this one. Search on for a basic forest. I do not remember this showing up to Arena. I mean, it's just another Cultivate. That's sometimes slightly better. Could play a Zuza, I think, right? Additional lands cards, I think. I like Perilous Iteration. Maybe Banefire is one of those, one of the cards I'm looking for as a finisher. It's definitely possible. We can discard lands, and then we can reanimate the lands. Red or blue? I mean green. Green. Alright, so the green medallion sort of does stuff here. I think I would say so, yeah. I don't think I like the red one, which means the storm idea is less appealing. But it's like teetering on the edge. Roxanne? Oh yeah, I guess. Why not, right? Can't forget Pock, because that card exists, I guess. Pock doesn't have landfall, does it? It does not. I wonder why. Pock, power, toughness. Maybe it's just the wording would be weird if it had landfall? I guess so. That's odd. Additional lands from the graveyard. Conduit. Crucible. Lumra. Doesn't work with token lands? Oh. Well, that's probably why then. I would explain it. Okay, I don't think I like Ox. Emrakul's probably not happening from hand, from Madness, but I can probably really try. Oh, but it's really sketchy, though. It is sketchy. It's not like I can't just cast it, but still. Where's the Pain land? Yeah, Carplusion Forest. That helps. The World spell doesn't get Sagas. But I guess that's okay. You can probably still just play it because it's a Saga, right? I don't have a lot of good hits for it. I'm not hitting like a bunch of scary things constantly. I don't know. Not many decks are going to get away with it, so maybe we can just throw it in here. Yeah, I can get Greater Hoof Behemoth. I don't think I like Bristly Bill. guess. I don't actually have Craterhoof in here. I might not want Craterhoof in here. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, you can fling... No. I don't think so. I would prefer Inferno Titan, actually, in that spot. Oh, I don't want Roaring Earth either. Okay, there's no reliable madness for Emrakul, but it's still like a card you can cast. I'd rather cast the other Emrakul that steals a turn. Can expect to like reach that one mana wise. Yeah, Mossborn Hydra's probably gonna become an existential crisis for opponents, I think. The fact that it's trample is just hilarious. It would actually make for a pretty good commander. It's kind of funny. Which I suppose it kind of is in the form of Tifa. I don't think I like Craterhoof. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of games where I have like random stuff in play though. But I'm not like really heavy into Craterhoof with 28 creatures. Some of which actually just die because they're sagas. Conduit is extremely slow. It's one of the slowest cards in the game. Every time I have it in play, it gets away with maybe doing one thing. It's just really, really, really slow. I probably don't want Conduit, honestly. Probably don't. It's just so slow. It's so slow. There's plenty of games where you really want to cast more than one card. So, I don't know. A turn, I mean. How did I... Oh, because Harrow doesn't... Harrow, they're not tapped. I only searched for tapped ones. This actually doesn't create tapped ones. I wonder where Harrow was there. Inti? Is Inti better than Bristly Bill? Probably not, right? I would probably say no. I don't have a bunch of big stuff for the world spell. I kind of don't like the world spell. That hasn't changed. It's not like it whiffs though. All right, I'm not playing Ragavan. I'm not gonna play Ragavan. Zone Guard? The heck is Zone Guard? Oh yeah, this thing. I guess. What is it? Like sort of a 4/4? Basically every game. I guess. Do I need more of this though? I'd rather probably have like Oracle in here. Impulse draw is a little sketchy. Maybe it works though. Maybe it works. I think I do like it more than Bristly Bill, so. Oh, there it is. There it is. If they can't block it. There it is. Yes, it's good if your opponent can't answer it. You're correct. I agree. A lot of cards are. Alright, I don't like the world spell. Boop. I also don't like Waking of the Trolls. Doing this twice is kind of meh. Like, it's 6 mana. The first two sagas are like chapters. They're not really that exciting. You only get one, like 6 mana Stone Rain, and then return a land, and then you get a 4/4 that doesn't matter. And then you can reanimate it, blow up another land, return another land. Like, it's just not a fan. Alright, what's... Yeah, that's still fine, actually. We're going to keep that card. Yeah, if you play a turn 2. I guess if you play a turn 3 as well. I guess. I have played against it plenty of times where I did not kill it. It's funny, the sagas are just the worst part of this deck. I like Roxanne. Roxanne only adds mana from Mana Rocks. I don't have any. Roxanne's kind of just the same as the other card we're talking about, except costs 5. Like, it brings up... It shows up with some mana, and then, you know, if it doesn't die, it's insane. But if it does, it's like, oh, you just... 5 mana made a Arcane Signet. Like, a Shock and an Arcane Signet is not worth 5 mana. I kind of don't like this. I would prefer to play the other one we're talking about. Because landfall triggers are more relevant than, like, Arcane Signets and Shocks. Oh, Overlord's good, too, actually. Probably not necessary. I still don't want to play the Explosive Vegetations. I really wanted to play a Storm deck with this, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can play Storm with this. You can if you play, like, the Storm Commanders, but, you know, adding another layer of things you need in play before you storm off is just not... If your commander doesn't help you with the Storm thing, I'm not a big fan of it. The closest we got was, like, Colossus, and there was success with Colossus, actually. Colossus Storm was a thing for, like, a month that I had success with. But I would argue this is actually better than Colossus. Oh yeah, most assured. This certainly is better than Colossus when it comes to, like, storming off the red-green commander. I have an affinity for red-green Storm. I don't know why. Something about it just, like... It seems like it doesn't make sense. And it's just, it's fun to do. But, I mean, blue-red is going to be just so much better than... You have, like, way better time of it with blue. But, man, do I like me some Gruul Storm. But I don't think we're grape-shotting here. I'm not seeing it. I'd have to change a lot of cards. I could, like, play all the treasure cards, but then we're not doing landfall triggers. And then like, the treasure... Actually, it's kind of the same. With your commander in play, you're looting, like a treasure card. Except you're getting lands in play instead of treasure tokens, right? Which is just better. And you also get a bunch of landfall triggers off of other cards outside of your commander. Kind of doing the same thing. So we kind of have treasure cards in Spirit. Or looting treasure, whatever. Yeah, you could also just play flubs. But that's blue. That's blue. We're talking about red-green. Blue is banned. Unless Twiz isn't here, then I can play blue again. Alright. 4 cards. 4 cards. If it were up to me, I would take out the Sagas. I really think I should take out Waking of the Trolls. It is a very low power 6 mana play. Your opponent, like, looks at you play that and they're like, okay. It's 6 mana. It's so like, a picture you're playing against Eureka. What are you doing? This isn't doing anything. Yeah, I can't keep it in good faith here. Well, I had Scapeshift initially because I wanted to storm, and this would just give me like 58 looting effects. But with all the other landfall cards, I think Scapeshift is perfectly fine. I could just one-shot someone with Mossborn or Tifa. So I think this is very reasonable, even without the storm package. Brass's Tunnels Grinder stuff. Pretty easy to flip this. Pretty easy to flip that. Could play Valakut's Awakening instead of a Mountain. It's not in here, is it? No, it's not. Yeah, why not? I'm okay with tap lands. And I'm also, I guess, okay with red tap lands. Kind of like the worst case scenario, but, you know. Oh, we also have Mythweaver Pock. Yeah, Scapeshift is like I'm never not playing that here. Alright, what does Mizzix Mastery actually do? Underworld Breach can do any card. Mizzix Mastery is only instants and sorceries. If I cast 15 ramp spells out of the graveyard with Mizzix Mastery, what do I do next? It is easy for decks like this to run out of lands. Actually, I probably don't even have enough basics. I can run out of basics, and that is like a real possibility. Can I? What is like not necessary land-wise? I don't need Rootbound Crag. I could just be a forest. Same with Rockfall Vale. I can be a, well, easily another forest. I don't need to storm for Underworld Breach. I do not need to storm that card. I mean, I don't even have a storm card in here anymore, so... Okay, Faithless Looting is redundant. I don't need that. Primeval Titan's not necessary. If I can get away with not running a 6-mana card, might as well. I have enough ramp in the deck. It's not like at 6 mana I need 2 more lands, right? So I could probably take that out. It does find non-basics. Could technically get 4 landfall triggers in one cast of it with the tapped fetch lands, the new Capenna ones, and then 4 would, what would that catapult? What does Tifa do at 4? 2, 4, 8, 16. It's kind of not too scary. Oh, but if I play a land that turn still, then it's 32. Alright, yeah. I have a lot of lands. World Soul's Rage? That sounds terrifying. It sounds like something that blows up my own board. Oh, it isn't. Alright. I actually kind of like this more than Banefire. And I think the uncounterable clause of Banefire is not super relevant. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. But there's a lot of times where, you know, it isn't. Maybe this is just more interesting. This is definitely more interesting than Banefire. I'll give you that. Alright. Well, the game where it matters, I'm going to blame you. And you're just going to have to deal with that. It also actually gets discounted by Emerald Medallion. No, I don't like Lair the Hydra. I don't like Lair the Hydra. We could probably play it if we are playing a ton of lands and maybe kill somebody. Can I find room for it? I don't really want less basics. I did just take out some good non-basics for more basics, so I don't run out of them. But I don't like the manlands. Because we have a zillion bajillion, like, okay. It's a little close to me. I'm gonna know with these though. Like Den of the Bugbear, just like never. Even my opponents, like the red aggro decks, just like never actually animate it. They just have this random tap land in well over half of their games. But we could probably play a game and expect to swing with it in some instance. No, I mean I've talked about the manlands. Every time someone plays a manland, I'll go on a 5-minute spiel as to why I don't like them. Every time I see them, I'm like, this is why. Because tap lands is categorically worse than having the option to swing with a random land. It's not like the effect is bad. It's not like the card is bad. It's just tapped, and this is timeless. Um, could take out. No, I don't want to take that out. You think Portal to Phyrexia is better than Craterhoof here? That's interesting. I'm not running Tooth and Nail. I could run Tooth and Nail. I probably should run Tooth and Nail, actually. Bro, the sagas are like really not good. This one can win a game. I won't lie. This one actually you can win the game with this one. You can just out of nowhere. No one's gonna expect you to ever cast Act of Treason, and you can win because of that. But outside of that, that's just not exciting. It's a really, really not exciting 4-mana card, especially when your opponents don't actually have any creatures to steal, which, you know, there's plenty of Ujins out there. The Crone War doesn't do anything. Ujins and Narsets and Teferis and even Baral decks. You're stealing Baral? Like, there's a lot of decks where you just cannot actually Active Treason. And then Active Treason at 4 mana is like embarrassing. Yeah, I'm not gonna run that. I'm not gonna run it. There's just not a lot of good sagas. That is what it is. Is what it is. No big deal. I kind of like this one. This is kind of neat. You could say this is the same as Faithless Looting. Like, Faithless Looting is probably just better than this. But it works with the commander, so it's a new card. I'll give it its moment. It's you know, 5 minutes of fame. Bard class has a mana investment that's equivalent to ramping. You could just cast ramp spells and get to the same conclusion Bard class comes to. I prefer to play lands for landfall triggers. The Monk Saga? Oh, it's a mythic. Oh, wow. Well, it's out of the question, but let's see. Whenever another creature... Yeah, that's kind of nice. It's very mana hungry. Like, the backside of it's, like, super hungry. But that's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty neat. What about this? Recurring this is actually kind of fine. If I reanimate this twice, it is like an Explorer that doesn't draw. I actually kind of like this. Just because of the... Well, I mean, the rest of it's really ugly. I mean, let's be real. When it comes back on its own, I can't actually put it in the graveyard again until it dies. Which is probably easy to accomplish, but it doesn't put itself to the graveyard for my commander to reanimate. It does come back. That is kind of awkward. This is finality counters? Finality counters. Go to the graveyard from the battlefield. So, with finality counters, this does loop itself infinitely, right? I think it does. I had one of the coolest Rowan games the other day. playing off stream. Oh, it was so satisfying. My opponent had no idea what was going on. I wish it was another game I wish I was recording. It was awesome. It could have made a video of its own. If we were Storm-ish, or Rask and Burgi, all of them, kind of nice. I was thinking about it, but I don't have to. What does this do? Okay. Oh, so it's an Abbot of Carroll Keep. Or Barrel Keep? I don't know. Abbot of something Keep. It's probably not the deck for that, actually. It's probably not the deck for it. I think Mizzix's Mastery has merit. It can recast a lot of ramp spells. I'm just curious why I want to do that. I still feel like I don't want to do that. I'm on the edge. If I cast 5 ramp spells with Mizzix's Mastery and I have any of the landfall cards in play, it's really scary. But if I don't, it's not super scary. You could look at it as like another copy of Escape the Wilds too, maybe, if I cast it from Graveyard. It's just a 4-mana escape instead of 5. Still kind of weird. A Mizzix's Mastery does not copy Sagas. Something about it just makes me want to keep it in here, though. Oh yeah, Nesting Grounds, that's right. Nesting Grounds helps cast Emrakul too, doesn't it? Beautiful. Okay, I'm not going to run Mizzix's Mastery. I think there's less and less I'm looking at that makes sense. Nesting Grounds can work. It's slow and greedy, and sometimes it doesn't do anything, but sometimes it does. I don't believe we've had it do anything yet, actually. Can you copy Monument of Endurance with a card? And no, it's all like blue, right? Blue can have a field day making infinite monuments. Yeah, I don't think we can copy that, but that would be nice. Portal to Phyrexia could reanimate stuff that we discard, but it costs 9. I could have just cast the card instead of discarding it. Yes, Sculpting Steel, that's a way to copy it. Sculpting Steel would definitely need more. Okay, I'm not running the Celestus. I forgot that was even down there. I need a lot more artifacts for Sculpting Steel. Maybe. You could literally just discard Sculpting Steel. You could just be like, boop, because you don't have, you know, the thing to go with it. It's like, oh, just loot it away. Easy. Problem solved. Just Lightning Bolt is really weird. I like Lightning Bolt in chunks of like 5, and there's only Lightning Bolt in here. It's kind of odd. Doesn't look too great here. It's like a Ragavan argument. You either have it in your opener and it's like killing something important, or you top deck it and you're like, why is this in here? Green Warden? Ancient Green Warden? This is a 6-drop. This costs 6 mana. I guess it works. But it costs 6 mana. I don't think that's a straight easy, like, just take this card out and put a different card in. I think Crucible's just better because it costs 3, but it does work with the cards in here. Too many 3-drops? I completely disagree. There's not enough. There's not enough. Never enough 3-drops. What do you mean? That's like the top end for historic. Oh, excuse me. It's the top end for timeless. Someone said Lumra in chat, and I conjoined it with timeless. I thought about Lumra. I thought about it. I don't know how excited I am about reanimating my lands in big chunks like that, but Lumra's okay. Lumra's fine. I envision myself discarding it a lot early because it costs 6, and then, you know, later in the game I don't have my 6-drop. Or I loot at lands, and then I don't have lands to play because I looted my lands and I can't cast Lumra. Or something weird like that. Yeah, I forgot. Actually, that shouldn't have been in here still. No Lair of the Hydra. I've actually never played with Ancient Green Warden. I don't think I want to. It copies, like, a bunch of stuff I don't care too much to copy. I kind of would prefer another Banefire effect, actually. Another, like, seriously threatening mana sink. I don't really like Green Warden. That effect is not really that exciting to me at 6 mana. It really is not. I don't care to, like, double Pox Trigger or Lotus Cobra or, like... I mean, it's nice to copy Scute Swarm, but you don't really have to. Like, looting twice is interesting, but it costs 6, right? Like, what am I don't know. That's kind of a lot for a Crucible effect. I think all but one of the Crucible effects are, like, in Standard right now, too, because basically all of them got printed rather recently. Except Crucible. Yeah, Lumra would probably be the largest creature in here if I played it. Probably. It doesn't have trample. I am a fan of Reach, though. Still have to take a card out. I can't just run it and have 103 cards. Oh man, I forgot a Boreal Grazer and Kami again, chat. Oh no. No! That makes things way worse. Alright. Many journeys can go now. I'll just edit 2 of those. Oh, this is so frustrating. Bro, the time, I swear. I looked at the time, it was 30 minutes. It's now 56 minutes. How does that happen? Bro, I looked at it 2 seconds ago. Oh no, I'm stressing. I'm stressing. I'm so close. We've been really close for 30 minutes. I want to play the game. I need cards out. Oh no. It's the crash out arc of the stream. Just about at the top of the hour. When we realize Things are bad. All right, I'm taking out Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I don't think Storm's gonna work here. I'll have to try again, honestly, with like a heavy-handed, red-minded approach. But that would definitely be a lot harder to pull off, for sure. It's very difficult to pull it off, I think. There's so many better cards now. I think the red-green Storm era is probably just way behind us until they print something serious. Because the other Storm decks are so much more efficient. So much more efficient. Even Rowan at black and red is just actually good at doing it. Rowan is actually pretty good as a Storm card. Why is the data sheet's flipping me off? I don't like this. This is definitely only in here because of the commander. No, Scapeshift, I don't know. Scapeshift is like really good. I don't know why I failed to to convey my assessment, but this is probably still one of the best cards in the deck. There's no way I'm taking that out, even though we're not the Storm thing. Yeah, I'm gonna take out the Efreet. I just we're running out of room to play like weird stuff. What do we actually have Saga wise that's like real? I actually do like this card. It is really slow to get to the draw, which is very unfortunate. It is very slow. It's definitely one of the slowest cards in the deck. This format's not friendly to stuff like this. Yeah, I mean, it's a Saga. We don't have a lot of Sagas, but I think I'm going to take this out. I think I'm just going to take that out. It's just not... It's just too slow. Alright, we're here with Rydia, Summoner of the Mist. 2 mana, 1/2. Landfall, you loot, so you draw and discard. And you summon, which is pay X and tap it to reanimate Sagas with finality counters. But we're not actually running really any Sagas. There's not a lot of Sagas, in my opinion, that you can just get away with. We're playing Historic Brawl here. I even had the giant, what was it? We can look at them for a second here. The really expensive one. This is... Oh, not that one. This one is really exciting to play. Oh, I blew up a land, and I reanimated one of my lands, and probably it was a fetch land, and then I can loot again with Rydia, and then sometimes, probably almost all the time, make a 4/4. And then you can do it again for 6 mana by reanimating it again. I do not believe a 12 mana investment, even though it's over 2 turns, is ever worth blowing up 2 lands and reanimating 2 lands. I do not care about the 4/4. It could make 2 4/4s, and I still would not care about this. So, There's just a lot of Sagas, in my opinion, is just not good enough. They're just not good enough. They're not for the format, in my opinion. Just not. They're not fast enough. They don't do enough for what they're doing. They're not worth doing what they do twice by reanimating it with my commander. It's like... Even with doing them twice with my commander, I still don't like them. So, we're going to focus on the top part of this, which is looting. And that loot is very good. I think the loot here is extremely efficient, especially playing this for 2 mana is actually really cheap. It's a low-costed commander. It's an uncommon, and I guess it's not deemed as super powerful because it's an uncommon. I didn't think it's mythic rarity level, whatever, but that top line of text is actually really good. So let's try into that. But there are some Sagas that are worth running, Fable and whatnot, but not a lot to me. I tried to make a Storm thing work here. If you've been a long time fan of me, I tried to make Colossus a Storm deck 5 times, and it did start to work. I had some success with it, but where we are now, here in the vast future, the red-green Storm thing is overshadowed by all the... I mean, it always was, but now it is completely and utterly overshadowed by all of the non-red-green Storm decks. Even Rowan, the black-red Storm thing, is just, like... There's just so many other things that carry the Storm off way more efficiently than this. But I started with a really heavy-handed red approach, trying to make Storm work. I had Mizzix Mastery in here, and I was like really trying to find a way to grape shot someone with like from my graveyard and doing stuff like that. And you know, Gamble is interesting and all that, but it just doesn't really. It doesn't come together too well. It's definitely better than Klothys, right? It is better than Klothys. The treasure generating cards are actually just ramp spells. Like if you cast Rampant Growth, you get your treasure, which is the land, which is better. And you get the discard draw effect of like a, you know, big score discarding, making treasure. Like you have that here in the form of the loot on the card. So you sort of have that thing going where you can storm off in that way. But it's kind of hard to do that. It's really hard to do that, I would say. So the red approach kind of stepped aside and we went into more of the land falls for days kind of thing. I'm not super convinced I have like awesome win conditions in here that are very reliable, but if you just do enough things, you'll probably get there. I think I still want Tooth and Nail as just another avenue. Tooth and Nail is also kind of a storm payoff. You just, you know, loot, and you find Tooth and Nail as a spell-based win condition. I know it finds a creature to kill your opponent in Craterhoof, but it is like, you know, you won because you cast a 9-mana spell. So, we'll see. We're going to try without Tooth and Nail for a bit, because we've been staring at this for over an hour. It took over an hour to get to this point, so I actually want to play the game. And, yep, let's see what happens. It took way too long. It took way too long. It can make way more than 2 4/4s. It could make 4 4/4s. I still don't like it. It could be 6 mana, 16/16, and I still don't like Waking of the Trolls or Walking of the Trolls, whatever. It could literally make 4 every time. Not a fan. Not a fan. I would always rather play the... Well, that's 9 mana. It's not in the same ballpark, but, you know. Hey, look at that. Let's see what this can do. Let's see what this can do. I don't think I'm playing my commander next turn. I don't think I'm playing my commander. Because I would much rather do other stuff. It also plays around Wash Away, which could be very useful. Yeah, we're just always doing this. Mountain. Play this. And pass. Okay. Yeah, it plays around Wash Away. Did they shock themselves? I think they did shock themselves. They could have Wash Away. Fortunately, my commander is really Wash Away resilient, so I don't care if it gets countered. In fact, there's plenty of my hand that I don't care to even loot away anyways. So, alright, it wasn't Wash Away. Wasn't actually Wash Away. So let's play that in this. And pass. Do I crack this? I don't have to. I don't have to crack it. You just wait. Recast my commander. Okay, again, I still have a lot of confidence that there is Wash Away. Opponent didn't swing. Yeah, alright. I don't think I'm gonna cast, or put Cavernous Souls in here. Doesn't feel like it makes sense to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that was insane. My opponent actually got like the perfect 2 cards. Well, That's a little nuts. Alright, let's at least crack this one so it actually does something. Alright, so can recast my commander, can also just threaten stealing my opponent's bird army. Probably a good idea. Yeah, we can put Shire Terrace in play. It taps for mana without fetching. I'll keep the land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, right, this is the not steal Emrakul. I forgot. We replaced it. Well, my opponent has had a phenomenal line, but who knows? Who knows what we're capable of? Not even I know. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I can only really play this. Swords of Plowshares have already been cast, so... Oh yeah, Gilded Goose is a bird. That's right. That's not a bird. Opponent. What are you doing? Of course, my opponent has the answer. Sounds about right. It's like the best possible answer, too. We really couldn't ask for better. So, this is all I can do. So, it's all I will do. So what do I kill? This thing? I think we kill the 5/5. We could kill the cat, but there's no... I mean, one counter return is not terribly useful. Draw 2, then discard 2, create a food. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's probably not ideal. Do I cast this? Target creature gets hexproof. I think I do. I think I cast this. Just so they don't have access to it. Because I could reanimate my summon giant thing with this at some point. And that could be annoying, so... Although, I could almost just be straight up dead here. Am I dead? I didn't really think of that. I didn't think about my own life total when I stole my opponent's turn. We are dead. Alright. I was dead anyways, but... Yeah, alright. Emrakul wasn't enough. I needed the one to steal all my opponent's stuff. Alright, well, apparently the wash away and the infinite perfect permission was too much, even though I knew about it. Silly me. Couldn't do anything. Opponent had just enough cards. I think I was fine if I was a turn faster, yeah. Or there wasn't double counterspell stuff. So I play which one? Ramyunap? Because it's the one I've missed the least, I guess. Oh wow, removal. No way. Removal from the Yuriko player. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? What's this enter as? Just a 2/2? Pretty lame, I think. I will play Delighted Halfling. Nah, I'm just gonna take it. I'll just get hit. So, do I play my commander? I'm not looting for anything. I don't think I'm looking for anything specifically. So I think I just do it in this order. I could still play it, but again, I think I'd prefer to just play Pilgrimage and make the Hydra scary. Could still play those. I don't actually have to... Yeah, that's fine. Can I swing? I don't think it's necessary. Or just more removal. Okay. Removal, removal, removal. So what am I looking for now? I have no idea. Well, that is a card, but it doesn't really do that much. I guess I'll cast it. I think this game is over. I feel like I don't even know why it's pitting me against Yuriko, honestly. It's like, just feel like each turn my time's just getting wasted more and more. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. They just answer everything I play that matters and ignore the chaff. There's nothing I can do. I can... No, that doesn't work either. No, there's nothing I can do. No. The virus beetles... No, it's gone too. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do. I don't think I have Josril. That's the intensity thing, right? I don't think I have that one. I might. I don't think I do, though. Alright, well, this is not a real hand. Jazrael would not cause us to win the games we've lost. So, not too exciting. This doesn't look like a Scapeshift hand. Could keep Scapeshift and just get rid of a land, though. I think I have enough mana. No, let's not risk that. I don't think that's worth it. Also, I have to still find something to justify Scapeshift, which currently is not in my hand, so. I'm not going to flare the Moltender. I will play flare this turn, though. Wait, what happened? Oh. Okay. Didn't expect that. You got it, I guess. You got it. Okay. There it is, chat. There it is, yet again, Vivi with Mox. Okay. Must be nice. I think rain is smacking into my air conditioner. I don't know if you can hear that. Definitely not going to take out my air conditioner. So, endure. Okay. Let's get rid of Oracle? Not looking too excited. I mean, these work nicely together, but... no, I don't want to get rid of that. Alright, we'll get rid of this. We'll just get rid of that. I will not discard. Alright, I kind of made a misplay. I made a misplay there. I could have got rid of a forest out of my hand. I would be rather blown away if I even got to play more Magic this game anyway, so... play this. Play this. Opponent actually didn't destroy me somehow. That's not great. Do I want to cast this? Why would I cast this? There's reasons, but those reasons involve passing a turn, and it's probably just not a good idea. If I had to guess. I'm still a little bit blown away. I got another turn. It's not looking like it's leading to much, though. Underworld Breach. What does that actually do here? If I discarded anything really impactful? Not really. But I should probably still cast it. And see what happens. Praetor Hoof's on top. Can I draw it? Can I draw it? I have no additional land plays. I can technically draw it here, but then I can't actually cast it. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, so... yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter. Resourceful Collector. Well, it's not doing much. Can I play this? I can. I probably should have played this earlier, but I didn't. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't know where it's going. But I am playing a bunch of cards. Let's keep Fabled Passage in the graveyard. I did actually draw a card I'd like to play, so I'm not going to discard it. I don't think this is infinite. No, it's not. It's a lot of value, but it's not getting anywhere. Opponent, you're playing VV. You can't send Snooze and Mo's. What are you talking about? Well, you can see why I thought Storm was a good idea with this deck. But alas, I will fizzle out rather soon here. Alright, we've officially fizzled. The fizzleness has happened. We played a bajillion mana cards and all that jazz, but we have to yet again hope we could actually do something again. I don't know. We played a turn though. We had a turn and stuff happened. Yeah, and now it's our opponent to just win, I guess. Alright, bro. You got it. We put the VV player asleep. Is that a moral victory? All they have to do is play the One Ring. Oh no, they just have to play Mox Amber, and that's better than everything I did that turn. I did run out of basics, by the way. Oh man, I'm kind of upset that I know what I'm talking about. I wish I was wrong. I wish I was wrong. My mindset is correct. If I had Tifa or Mossborn Hydra in play before I did all that, I would have won. Would that have won with Bursely Bill? How many land? Let's say it was 15 lands. No, it wasn't lethal regardless. I probably should put those back in though. I mean, we were close. We also had Craterhoof, right? It was on the top at one point. We were close. Okay, I'm taking out Inti. Could take out Gamble. Yeah, if I doubled the mana, but I'm not playing lands then. I'm not casting ramp spells if I'm spending my mana like that. There's something here, though. I'm putting Mizzix's Mastery back in. I'm going to take out Tireless Tracker. It's hard to spend mana on the Clue token. It's actually really hard to do that. What's the card that taps artifacts for mana? The red-green one. This one? Oh, it's non-tokens. Ooh. Okay, so it doesn't work. You know what actually does work is Mox Amber and kind of Chrome Mox. Mox Amber is actually excellent. I didn't put that in my head. Forgot our commander cost 2. Could probably get away with Chrome Mox as well. Maybe not necessary. Okay. Things are happening. I'm taking out Emrakul. I think Forceful Cultivator is always going to cost 4. I'm taking that out. It's just really bad at 4 mana. I'm going to take out... I'm going to try to not play Primeval Titan. I'm not feeling that too much. We're teetering on the edge of actually having some sort of landfall storm nonsense, and I am all in on it. Because that sounds exciting. Sounds exciting. I played against this player quite a few times. Okay. I keep drawing one of my few really expensive cards every game. I'm not upset about it, but it is funny. Like, there's not a lot of cards that are expensive, it just keeps giving me one. Inspiring Statuary? Never heard of it. Motivated Muralist? Never heard of it. Making up cards. Alright. Does the VV player have Chromox this time, chat? Oh, excuse me, Moxamber. Or whichever one I don't say is the one they play. Do I play my commander turn 2? I don't think there's... Oh, come on. Ugh, that's so... It's one of the worst feelings when that happens. I think I just play this. I can't play a land the same turn I cast my commander, so I might as well just play this, right? It's probably a game I could just safely discard this. Yeah, I'd say so. Alright, they figured out how to get steam vents instead of the surveil land. That's not an island. Pundit's already making mistakes. Love to see it. So, Molt Tender, Nintaku. I'll just play my commander here. Get rid of Collector? Yeah, it's not doing that much here. Can just pass. Probably discard this next. Alright, they didn't go the old Chromox route, they just went with the Mana Rock, which is essentially the same thing. Ah, there's the tap land. There it is. I don't need another mountain currently. Alright, so more mana, more better. I should probably play... Oof. I'll play this, actually. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Let's play this. Just pass. Oh, look, it's Chromox. Wow. No way. Looks like they had it anyways. Probably get rid of Molt Tender at this point. Bruh, what are we doing? Oh my goodness, opponent. If you're gonna play Mind Stone, at least stay here. What are you doing? Medallion is probably not as good as Oracle. Could just reanimate Summon Fenrir. I think I like that. I think I like Summon Fenrir here. Yeah, I like that. Another mountain, not necessary. There's not a lot of triple... I mean, what is it, just Mystic's Mastery? Let's get rid of Scape Shift. It's not doing anything currently. It's kind of an interesting draw. Sort of. I'm doing a bunch of stuff, but my opponent is just going to untap and probably kill me. So I gotta... Just one of those commanders that apparently has to play against this all day. I like how the format is almost exclusively new commanders. That's kind of cool. It's just, unfortunately, there's only 4. So it's kind of lame. I'm gonna keep the medallion. Oh, the priority opponent. Oh, life would be so much greater if you just didn't hold it all day. I like my whole hand, so I should probably keep it. And fly for 2, because that's going to matter somehow. Oh, not you. Look at that. Didn't even use it. Just had it. Doubled the turn time. Just for the sake of it. Okay. That is just a Rhystic Study. Should probably not crack the fetch land. So... Oh my goodness. Please. Please just as priority. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I play Craterhoof? 5, 6, 7, 8. I can. I can play Craterhoof. Alright. Alright, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. If the last spell is a counter spell, congratulations. Right? There's not really anything I can do about it. Yeah, drew Mizzix's Mastery. Which actually... Okay, I feel way less bad if Craterhoof doesn't work now. We're gonna loot the medallion away now. Yeah, we're gonna loot the medallion now. Okay. We're all in. You got 2 looks. You got 2 cards. What do you got? And it's Wash Away, of course. And then the One Ring. Oh, we've seen this before. And then I lose because Rhystic Study unfortunately draws cards with Mizzix's Mastery casting 55 spells. So, well, on the bright side, they finally got rid of the thing that made this game take 4 times longer, holding priority for no reason. But I don't think we can win here. We have, what, 1, 2, 3... We can try to Craterhoof later, but it's like way later. Underworld Breach is a very funny draw. I don't know if that changes anything. No, not really. Should probably just not discard it though. Alright, so this blows up Vivi, and then they're back to having way less mana. I would blow up the One Ring if I could here, though, instead, but it's indestructible, so you can't do that. Oh, right, they have protection. Can't play the game against it. They have kind of all the mana in the world. I think I want to blow up Rhystic Study so I can actually play the game and not just give victory to my opponent. Oh wow, we did it. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. That's insane. That's just insane. One ring, Chrome Mox with VV. Counterspell, counterspell. What did this hit? I'd hit didn't they stifle a land drop this game? Was that this player? No, that was the last one. Yeah, I don't know. This didn't seem like I had any business winning this. Okay, well, hold on. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Overlord, Mizzix Mastery. Overload, not Overlord. Get Scape Shift, which gives us a boatload of looting for our Underworld Breach the next turn. Not this turn. We can ramp here. We can Balagit Recovery Craterhoof Behemoth. The Emerald would be nice, but I mean I don't have access to it now. Wow, that's insane. That's just insane. Is the dream real? What's their quest? The quest is play Yuriko. Alright. I can do that. Oh, wait a minute. Yuriko is not a spell. Right? Ninjutsu doesn't count as a blue and black spell, does it? No. You know what's been kind of odd? It feels like I haven't had more mana than I want in play. Like, I have so much mana, and I feel like I still don't have enough. Garuda? Does Garuda cast? No, it doesn't. It just reanimates. You don't cast it, right? Oh man, we don't have the flare to really just throw sand in my opponent's eyes. Oh well. That's Basri. You just played Basri, alright. That is Basri. That is flowering spaghetti noodles. Okay, so we got some sort of beat down here. In this turbulent meta, it's a bit hard to do that. I think I'm gonna play Tireless. No, we're gonna play this, and I already played a land, so I can just pass. Could have played this first. I know I could have played it first, but I didn't. Alright, what's the go-to equipment when you can't just put it into play for free? I have actually no idea. Seems like the black blade is popular. Okay, they get the red-green blade. Sure. Okay, I found a land. Does that change anything? Kind of? Could play a... No, I can't actually block anymore, so Scute Swarm not really looking great. I will keep that, and I will get rid of Scute Swarm, because again, my opponent swings right past. Actually, let's just get rid of Escape. This is not an Escape the Wild game. So if I take 8, what next? I'm not sure. I think I'm taking 8. Could still play this. Now it makes a lot more sense to play it, so I will. Do I cast this? I don't have to, right? No, I don't have to. Okay. Looks like Scute Swarm chumping is actually on the table, so. Block. Block. Is double chumping make more sense? Probably. Probably. Why am I interested in killing my opponent's creatures? I don't know. Therefore, I don't think I should. Okay, so we can scape shift. We can scape shift. I think we will scape shift. So you, Nykthos, Riveteers, generic fetch land. Alright, this is a crap ton of stuff, but we're still dead next turn, so... Oh wait, no, I can make food tokens, chat, never mind. Forgot that it has extra text on it. Alright, technically now we're not dead. Because of the food tokens. I don't really need Crucible, but it feels better than the other thing we've got going on. So we have Omniscience. It's just a matter of... oh, hey, we drew it. Alright, so... Decline. Decline. Actually, we could just get rid of Iteration. We could just get rid of Iteration. It's not like I need it, so... Looting to useful cards is ideal. Hey, I found something to actually do with my commander. Oh, I found two things to do with it. Okay, so play... Giant Spaghetti Monster. And win the game, maybe? I will blow up the sword, because I don't care about my opponent's creature. And I will swing with nothing. Alright, we have one food token we can use. But I have a giant 9/9 in play that you have to deal with. Alright, they find an equipment here, but they already found their best one with clouds, so I don't know what this does. Ah, Sheltered by Ghosts. Ah, it's also auras. Alright. Nice. Does my opponent have an attack? Because I don't think they do. Oh, no reason to crack my treasures. So... can just play this. No, we can just play this. That's okay. I will keep that. I'm going to hit the token limit pretty quickly. I put the Titan in the graveyard? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hey, well that's end step. Doesn't do anything right now. I guess I'll cast it. I should also probably just make food tokens and stop not making food tokens. Let's just eat them all. We have 55 mana from Nykthos here. Summon Titan? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. Not? Oh, wait. Hey, I can blow this up. I milled a flashback card that mattered. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I'm sorry about it. That was probably the only card I could have done that. Yeah, that was the only card that would have done that there. Ew. That's funny. That is not why I'm playing it, but there you go. Flashback Naturalize. Hey, wait, they get a land out of this, don't they? Yeah, they get a land. Isn't that a fair exchange? You get a plains, and I get a 9/9 double Vindicate, draw 2. Seems like a fair exchange. This deck definitely is like the closest I've felt to playing Green Storm so far, which is really cool. It's actually really, really interesting. Are there more graveyard-related things we could do? We are certainly blitzing the graveyard, which is what I was hoping. We could reevaluate the red cards and see where we get from. Oh, that's inconvenient. So what's like red that would help meaningfully? Smith? What? Is Smith a turn? I don't know what that means. We haven't had... No, that's still just... I mean, that card is fine. Oh yeah, you said 2 cards earlier. Non-artifact spells have improvise. Oh, so this would work with clue tokens. Oh. Just to get the same thing again. It would just be for clue tokens? Right? No, I think we're past that. I think we're past that. Oh yeah, it's just another Fenrir. I guess. It's something to do with the commander. I mean, it is just another Fenrir. I don't care about the other 2 chapters. But I don't really care about the other 2 chapters for Fenrir either. So maybe I can just put something... 6 is actually fine. I mean, I don't like the Zone Guard for the same reason I wouldn't like 6. But 6 could work. I still like my landfall. Yeah, still like the landfall here. Gamba. The draw discard gives green such a weird... It just gives it access to like weird lines. Omen Path Journey is now probably too slow. I think that's actually too slow when it comes to all the ramp I have. It's just like get a land and we're not trying to play like... Yeah. Enduring Courage. Is that the red one that gives haste? I don't care about that. Or if it's the green one that turns everything into a mana dork, I also don't care about that. If it's good because I have 55 Scute Swarm tokens and not very great if I don't care it exists. That's not realistic. There's no reason to tap 55 Scute Swarms for mana. Oh, maybe if they have haste. If I give them haste, then we just have like build your own omniscience, I guess. Mass hysteria. 6 doesn't play too well with non-permanent cards, and we have a lot of non-permanent cards. If I had more, I'd probably think about 6. But the non-permanent, or the permanents we do have, our commander kind of reanimates them. And all the other ones, yeah, it's probably not 6. Yeah, we don't care about haste. We do not care about haste. Alright, something... What else has flashback? What about this? What is this copying? This could actually copy something significant. Most of the time, probably not, though. Realm Reborn? Isn't that the name of the set? This is interesting. It cost 1 million mana, though. It costs probably too much. Oh yeah, Harmonize. I can do it, I swear. Okay, I did it. What are we rhythming? There's actually a fair amount of cards in this deck to rhythm for. Like, rhythming for Tireless Provisioner is sort of like rhythming for Burgi. It's kind of the same, right? It's kind of the same. It isn't the same. I think a rhythm is in order. It's not a red card, though. I said I wanted like something interesting that's red. Preferably not because it's red and no other reason, but that might be where what we're looking at. The Storm card, like the dragon, is so cool to me, but I don't think by the time we storm off, we're going to have just 6 mana after all of it to play 75 Storm Dragons. This thing. Like, I could play this. I don't get Delirium super easy. Unless I do. Unless I do. I don't think I do, though. I feel like Stormscale is a trap. Do we get Delirium? We have 27 creatures, 4 instants, 18 sorceries, 5 artifacts, 10 enchantments. So land, sorcery, and creature are pseudo-realistic. The rest are not. I don't think I'm getting Delirium. I have to have one of these 5, one of these 10, or one of these 4 every single Traverse game. I don't like that. I don't like that. However, Collect Evidence one is free. This one's just boom. I don't have to think about that one. Deals damage to a player, collect evidence, creature. Oh, it doesn't go face? Oh, if this went face, man. If it went face. We could actually play Mesmeric Orb. Probably not necessary, though. I think our commander does not need help. Assuming it's alive. You know, one thing I haven't actually done is get Spell Mastery, which is a bit unbelievable. Every time I've cast this, I haven't had Spell Mastery. I am, again, running a little shy on the basic count. Might want to add another basic. Let's take out the Pathway and just add a Forest. I can probably just very easily do that, so... No, I meant Harmonize as in the ability, not Harmonize. I don't want to play Harmonize. I'm talking about the Dragon Storm card. Or Dragon Storm keyword. Okay, Springheart hasn't done anything. But Springheart can do stuff. Like, you put it on the Cobra, you put it on Provisioner. It can do stuff, but it is a bit... maybe unnecessary. We have not needed 2 Lotus Cobras, right? Like... And making a bunch of random 1/1s is ugly. I'm taking out Nintaku. They can't enchant legendaries either, which it doesn't matter too much, actually. I actually kind of don't like the collector. It's very slow. Do I get... Yeah, this is so slow. It's also random. Our graveyard is getting filled pretty quickly. I don't want to just randomly... Yeah, it's just not... It's not looking right anymore. Spelunking is actually kind of interesting. I so seldom play that. I so seldom play this. I mean, I've literally never even played it in Arena, so... But like on paper, it's like... Sometimes in my Muldrotha deck... Sometimes it was in Golos... Oh, no, actually it wasn't in my Golos deck, right? No, it couldn't have been. I think Golos was gone by then. Yeah. This works. I kind of like this, but I also don't really like this. Just for the untapped effect, I don't like it that much. I also have to be careful. I can't just discard one of the cards that gets the boon on it. Soul of Windgrace, yeah. It is a ramp spell, right? I mean, you draw, it's an explore. I don't think I have any caves. If I do, I don't care anyways. Terrible fetch lands? That's true, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the bottom part of the text box is just so sporadic. It's just all over the place. Splunking, I feel like I don't need it. I don't know if I need it. Like, if it's good if I had, like... I don't know. I'm willing to try it, though. I can't say it's, like, a bad thing to put into play ever. I think it's okay. Alright, let's take a card out and then play more Magic before I don't play more Magic. And get stuck in the deck builder. Escape the Wilds is pretty steep. It's like Value City, but it's not really a good spell when you have 5 mana, in my opinion. If we're talking about a different format, it's fine. If we're talking about like normal EDH, I like this a lot at 5 mana, but in Historic Brawl 1v1, not really. You think this is too slow? It only has to happen twice. Oh, it has to happen 3 times. Oh. Why did I think it was twice? I could have swore that was twice. Which one's twice? One of these is twice. I thought it was this one. Oh, that's tragic. Another red card bites the dust. Oh, no. I thought it was twice. One of them's twice. really gotta read cards sometimes, huh? Reading cards is... sometimes it's useful. It depends. If you're playing, like, Ujin, I guess you don't have to read anything. You just cast the glowing card in your hand. But sometimes it does actually make sense to read your cards. That would be one of the instances. I have flipped it. Yeah, I've flipped it before. It wasn't Rowan. It was I don't think it was Klothys. It could have been Klothys, but I don't think it was. What are we up against? I wasn't even paying attention. It's the old loot. Okay. It's old loot. Opponent has Mox. Thank you for giving me that information. Do I play my commander? I do not think so. Actually, I can. You know what? This is just better. It's like my commander, but doing things I'm more excited about faster, and also, at the same time, ramps me, so... I'm under the impression we're doing similar things, except my opponent has blue, so... well, we know who's at a major advantage. And who's at a major disadvantage. Yeah, we're going to discard at least this. Look at that. Instead of playing your commander, you just play green cards. I'm right there with you, opponent. Don't you worry. Wow. The treasure token actually stopped an attack. I did not expect that. Like, they did not want me to have a treasure token for free. Alright. You got it. You know what? I'd probably swing too. They didn't even hesitate. Okay. I'd probably not. Or did I say I'd probably swing? I would not swing. That's what I said. Well, at first it wasn't great, but I think it has a game plan, and it's just actually possible to accomplish it, so I think it's working out so far. The problem is you're up against the decks you're up against, so, you know, you don't exactly have the time to play Magic. Oh, okay. Wait, you could have just cast that normally. No, you couldn't have, never mind. Why was that? Oh, the Lorien revealed with the wrong land, they couldn't just hardcast Flare. Well, Bristly Bill is a thing, I guess. I mean, I'm not terribly concerned with it. If they have to spend 5 minutes to do the thing, I don't really care. Alright, so Scute Swarm... Hey! That actually has text on it. If ever it was going to do something, it's definitely right now. Does this gain trample? No, it doesn't. So, Scute Swarm. Potentially win game. My opponent has to have one of the sweeper bounce or something, I think. Yeah, they just do. They're dead. I didn't even need to loot this game. This is upkeep? It is upkeep, so it doesn't do anything here. Sure, I'll wait. I'll wait on the fetch land. We'll see what happens. Primeval Titan doesn't really compare to Mythweaver Pock, in my opinion. But I guess it's similar enough. Maybe they're kind of... You'd think you'd always have Pock instead, if you could choose. I think you would prefer Pock. So this does have Trample, but we have infinite Scute Swarms, and they are just dead, so... My opponent needs this last card in their hand to be something impossible, like Fog. And it doesn't look like it's Fog, so... They did not play a fetch land. I don't know why. Could have just played the fetch land instead. It saves you 1 life, I guess. Oh, never mind. You can play additional lands. Never mind. Do we want this card in our deck? It costs 4. We do not. Did we beat the blue? That we totally saw this game? Look at all these blue permanents, chat. Look at this 3-color deck and all of its multicolored permanents. Alright, so we make, what, 10, 20, 40... They're just super... it's just beyond dead there. Didn't need our commander. Didn't need it. Yeah, I like the case. My opponent literally only played green cards. They only played green cards. Yeah, Bristly Bill, without Trample, not super scary, especially on its own, if it's just your only, like, thing in play. Usually need more than that to, get past the finish line. One would argue. This is definitely a turn 2 cultivate hand. Oh, maybe not. Nope, it's not. Opponent came ready. Alright, bask in our red cards, opponent. Bask in our red cards. Chat. No way. They didn't have it. It's actually insane. They didn't have it. Not much I can do anyways, but still. There was no Chrome box. Can you believe it? They spent the mana on their... Huh. Could have just... Yeah, they spent the VV mana. That's weird. Okay. So... You... And then play Azusa. And I guess I get rid of my... legitimate business person. Oh, right, I lost it land. Tragic. Alright. Fortunately, I didn't lose any value when I accidentally loot it, but that is funny. I did miss out on a card. Could have, yeah, did miss out on a card there. Oh, they found it, chat. Look at that, right off the top. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point, but there it is. There it is. Okay, well, this is why I didn't want to swing with the 1/1. But I'm confident I'll be able to play the game still. There's no way they also have everything else ever that they need. Literally impossible. Oh, they didn't swing. Okay. So, we're dead? Yep. We lost our 7/7. They had the perfect answer. So, lost to a 1-mana Frogify. Not really much else in that game mattered. Didn't find Boseiju or a Naturalize or any other card off the top. I could have looted the Scape Shift on my opponent's turn, but I think there is actually reasonable payoffs to not do that. There are reasonable payoffs. Could turn one gamble here. What would it be for? Rampant Growth? I would say so. Or Farseek, whatever. Oh, come on. There it is again. Tireless Tracker. Chat. How many times do I have to take out Tireless Tracker for it to leave my deck? Didn't I just take the... Okay, well... Great. I'm pretty sure I took this out twice. Oh, look at that. They couldn't handle the green. Couldn't handle the green. Actually, what? Hold on, chat. I don't even know what my opponent's commander was. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't even look. I didn't even look what we were up against. Create a thing, stuff. Oh. Okay. Well, this is the first time I've ever seen this card, and look at it. Look at it go. Look at it go. How many times do I have to take this Tireless Tracker out? I swear. I have clicked it twice. I have it in my head that I have clicked this multiple times. So. Is there a fast-paced version of this? That would be interesting. I think it's about as fast as I can ask for. We haven't had a... there's no Vivian, right? Is there a Nissa here? Do we have this? Does this make sense? It is like another Crater Hoof. It doesn't help me before that moment. We could just throw the World Spell in here and see what happens. But it is not a very, like, it's just not a scary 7-minute card. It really isn't. Cultivate Colossus is interesting, but I'd probably want at least 45 lands for Cultivator, and I don't want to make room for that. But it definitely works. I just don't want to make room for it. I don't like Lumra. Oh, I don't like Lumra. Ugh. I would rather just play the better Lumra. The one that... This thing. Turn all lands, and just play this. I can actually do this multiple times in a turn where I'm going crazy out of my graveyard. I could actually do this multiple times. I cannot do it multiple times with Lumra, and Lumra costs 6. I don't really care about the giant stat stick on it. Minsc and Boo is interesting, but I'm not flinging anything crazy. Let's just try Splendid Reclamation. Minsc and Boo's okay. I think maybe for like mid-range Gruul stuff. I don't know if we're really using Minsc and Boo. It doesn't need help. Sort of a self-sustaining card. I wouldn't say it's wrong. Yeah, Analyst is also okay. This hand is so sad. This is the saddest hand. Oh, it's like one card away from being an actual hand. That's so sad. Oh, alright, fine. Alright. I can do it. We can do it. Or not. Who knows? It's definitely better than the last one. It's weird to play a man land that requires a bunch of mana in a deck that stops at 2 mana. It's weird. Yep, well, kept this for this. Unkillable ramp spell, never upset with that. Two mana Haro was cracked. That is a doomed traveler, chat. That's what that is. That is a doomed traveler. A doomed traveler's entered play. That is nuts. I think I can get 2 mountains. No, let's just not get 2 mountains. I think I'm okay with not doing that. There's not many I mean, again, there's only one thing that really cares about that. That's a tapped Castle Lockvein on turn 4. Wow. Well, I mean, their whole hand is castable, right? So they are playing Lurrus. They did not use the Scry. Okay. Hey, we actually drew it, so now we want that mountain at some point. Let's play 4, it's 6, right? Yep, so this is the perfect turn. It cannot be super punished? Okay, let's play this. Play this. Play the mountain. Discard Rhythm. Oh, they did have the answer. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to have 2 of them. I think I discard the Rhythm. No, wait, that's... Let's just get rid of the land, I guess. Play that. Oh, hey, look. Look at that. We did it. Now you need, like, Solitude. But you can't have Solitude. Alright, they did their best. But Scute Swarm is a nightmare for a lot of decks. Whole hand is dummy fine. I'm not going to discard it. There's nothing that is Dark Ritual worthy in Lurrus, right? Okay, didn't really think so. I would have swung with my commander here. Very well. Mossborn Hydra, sure. Do I play Analyze for anything except Craterhoof? Probably not. Analyze for... or Rhythm. Can I do it for 5? I can do it for 5. Ooh. My opponent gets 1 more turn of potentially doing stuff, and then it's lights out. Summon Titan. Look at it. Look at it. I can actually do this again here, right? Oh, no, I can't. I can't. Okay. It's funny, my hand was actually just so good I didn't really want to loot anything away. It's kind of funny. Revolt is only their end step, so they're definitely just scrying for the sake of finding something. But again, this is my opponent's last turn. I don't know. They can't possibly do 16 with the Celebrant. They can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that's it. Doom Traveler is just so wild. That's crazy. Oh no, I've reached! No! Okay, they saw it. They saw it. Yeah, Craterhoof just... Could I... What would happen if I Mizzix Mastery instead, for the sake of it? I wouldn't win this turn, and there's a chance my opponent could just straight out kill me, so maybe not the best idea. Imagine I had Tifa Lockhart in play right now. Could you imagine? Alright, well, I would prefer to not have all these triggers sitting here, but we have to click through them. Oh, hey, I drew that. It's also really good. Alright, just to say we used our commander. Maybe I draw a Craterhoof, you know? Maybe that happens. Oh, what happened? Oh, the game hung up on me for a second. Hopefully I didn't actually need a land, because that would be kind of embarrassing. I didn't, look. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good by a single mana. Probably should have kept the land for the sake of not thinking about it, but I didn't. The Goblin combo? Oh, the Mossborn Hydra was lethal. Chat, I'm dumb. I didn't actually have to do what I did. It just swings for over 1,000. I forgot it was in play. Yeah, they don't have any mana either. I did not have to get Craterhoof there. I forgot Mossborn Hydra. I said it would be crazy if Tifa was in play after all that, and I forgot this was doing stuff. it was already in play. We already had Tifa in play. We swung for 1,929. We swung for the Prohibition era. Look at that. Huge. Look at that. Okay, wait. We did take out Tireless Tracker, right? Yeah, I did that last time. It popped in my head again, thinking I didn't. The elusive little sly dog. We should probably not play the... Yeah, we're not going to play this turn one. Oh, my opponent did. Can I kill it? Nope. So, play this. Broker is forest only, right? Yep. And I'm not going to traverse. I would kill this. I would have killed it had I the ability to. But I did not. Can I forage? Currently, not for any real reason. So, it's a bit of a problem if this... No, we'll cast this. It's actually not as big of a deal as it looks, because I have Traverse. I can exile it. I probably should. I think I will, actually. Just say no. Okay. So, Traverse, Forage. Boop, boop, boop. That was a better than average hit, I think, maybe? So do I have enough mana now to kill Gitrog monster? Chat, we do. Oh my goodness, we do. Oh, beautiful. Actually beautiful. Look at that. And we get our land for our troubles. I'll get another mountain. Man, Timeless Provisioner is pretty good, huh? It's pretty good. I wish I had more lands in the graveyard, if I could have played this first, but this reanimates the lands itself as well. Yargle? You sick, sick person. You sick, sick person. How dare you put that in play? That is a threat, that's for sure. Yargle's the thing that you... Is it power, right? Yeah, it's 18 cards. Oh boy. Oh dear. Alright, well I'm out of gas, so hopefully that doesn't just destroy my face. Wish this had haste. Oh no, come on. Oh, come on. Bruh. Bruh. Yep. We're screwed. We are screwed. Oh, wait a minute. Chat, I can get Craterhoof Behemoth. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait one second. Can I win? Is Nature's Rhythm for Craterhoof lethal? Oh my goodness, it is. Oh my goodly goodness. That is gross. Alright. Oh, I said oops. I should have said I don't know why. I go left when I try to say good game. I'm sorry. I come off. It's like the accidental BM. I get it's because I don't have time and I'm like, but yeah. Wow. Yargle and Multani. That's crazy. Could I have done anything else that mattered? Was this lethal if I trade it? I don't think it was. Nice. Sparky with the sunglasses mode? I actually do have that one. But no, I meant to say good game. Okay, I don't actually interact with Tifa. Which is probably... it's one of the fastest... I mean, I don't know. If they win really quickly, so I don't have to, like, sit here for 20 minutes. But I don't have really any interaction whatsoever. My interaction is pressure. Forcing my opponent to have interaction is kind of what my interaction is. If I had Flare here, we'd probably have some kind of game. I could just flare this right out the gate. But I do not. Okay. That is something I kind of needed to happen. No one drop. Oh, Cinderglade, my beloved. I think they have Mox Amber, by the way. I think it's Mox Amber or something. I don't need another red source. I could have just got the Surveil land, I don't know. Oh, it's not Mox Amber. I'm 1 minute shy of doing what I want. Okay. Oh boy. This is not looking good. I will forage? Oh wait, did it? Why did it not? Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're gonna forage. Alright, I mean, we've had a good show of it. we did the best we could. But Tifa's just doesn't really care what you do. Doesn't really care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I have enough time, if I have like 2 turns, could probably get something going here. If I have like 2 turns, maybe. It's possible, but I mean, Tifa does what it does really quickly, so. That is a tapped land, but I can't punish them passing tapped. Why are they holding... What's going on there? Opponent's being weird with their priority. I guess that would explain it. Like right now, if I had Lightning Bolt, it would just be... the game would be over. This is a spot where Tifa looks insane, how fast it can do damage, but there's so many decks that just brutally punish the, that window right there, where they have no mana, and this just completely lights out. I'm just not one of them. But I'd say well over half your opponents are just prepared for that turn in this opportunity. But to be fair, they probably would not do this if I had something. I don't know why they're still just like struggling with priority there. Oh my goodness, opponent, please. Just play the land. You're playing Tifa. It plays itself. Just play the lands. There you go. You figured it out. You take 24. I cannot trade. I would trade and probably maybe stabilize, but I mean that's not going to happen now, so block there. This is only good if I get to have it in play. This is not a scenario where I got to do that. I do not believe I discard either of these cards. I cannot play any more fetch lands. It's another issue. There's almost no outs that Escape the Wild can find, but I guess I'll cast it. This is not fast enough, right? It's not fast enough. Can't kill that. This is the best thing I have, so we're just banking on them having no lands? Is that what's going on here? I think so. It's possible. I don't think it's likely, but it is certainly a thing that could happen. That can go away. I cannot cast Farseek. And I think I will swing. I get more out of it for attacking than not attacking. So, Riveteers.
Or Cabaretti, doesn't matter. Yeah, you can see if Tifa was already in play. I mean, this would be... Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Yeah, we can loot away Scute Swarm. The game is not about that card. Alright. I have 32, so you need more than just 2 lands. You need more. Maybe the Mossborn Hydra is good enough. Maybe it actually is. I don't know. You need more than 2 lands, so... Okay. That is more than 2 lands, but this doesn't work. You need something else. You can't crack that. Can't use the Demolition Field. Has to be something else. Yes! Oh, get wrecked. Oh, get wrecked. Oh, we just Schmied at Tifa. We had, like, the blitziest of Blitz opener, too. We actually did it. It did not feel good. I mean, you can see how quickly it just doesn't care about all the lands I've played. But I did not expect the Hydra to grow that quickly. But yeah, they can't crack this. I'm saying they can't crack it because if they do, this is a 64-64. I get a landfall trigger from the Demolition Field, so... that offsets the thing. Wow. That's nuts. Okay. That is nuts. This commander is putting in work. It's slowly becoming my new Colossus waifu, I think, for red-green. But unfortunately, it's a Final Fantasy character, so, like... I can't even say that, because, like, that's... so stereotypical with the weebery stuff. I can't let a weeb character be a waifu. That's cringe. Has to be Colossus. This is the same player? Looks like it is. Well, Hydra does stuff. I can play my commander next turn. I think I will, I guess. This is like the same exact opponent, or whatever. It's kind of like the same strategy. Except they keep the power between turns. Oh shoot, I cannot play my commander, chat. I played my only untapped land. Oof. Oh, alright, I'm done then. Wait, am I? I think there is a universe in which Mossborn Hydra is so stupid large. Don't you love all the tap lands that they didn't have to play turn 1? Isn't that great? I think potentially I can make Mossborn Hydra so... You know what? I don't care. We're losing and no. It's not happening. I did not assess the lands in my hand for my commander, and that's game. Yep. But I am way less scared of Bursley Bill than I am of Tifa. There are so few interesting, like, other strategies looming around. There's just so few of them. It's kind of unfortunate. I think, like, right now has been the most restrictive it's ever been in terms of the amount of commanders you see. There's really not... I didn't mean to keep this. Whoops. No, this is not viable. Should not have kept this card. I shouldn't have kept this hand. There's like the same 5 commanders. They're all new, but they're just... There's only 5. Most of the other sets, when they make new stuff, that doesn't happen. Maybe this hand is better than I thought, I don't know. Doesn't really feel like it is. Let's get... yeah, I can get Stomping Ground. Opponent probably doesn't really care about all that, so... Let's get rid of that. Oh, it didn't let me loot. I wanted to crack this in response. Not a big deal, but... Tifa. Well, if ever it was going to be useful, it's definitely right now, so... If ever it was going to actually do something, it's certainly roughly this early. Oh, they didn't swing. You think they're gonna trade? Probably. Let's force the issue then. Nope. I would have traded 6 ways to Sunday. I would have traded 6 ways to Sunday. So... This, I guess. No land on top. See if I can't find one. Oh, wait. Cracking the fetch land might have been wrong. That was probably incorrect. Yeah, that was probably incorrect. Let's get rid of Haro? No, we get rid of Nykthos. Shrine to Nyx. Okay, so I have a very scary threat in play. But I've also shown that I might maybe... be out of lands. Oh no, they see Scape Shift. Oh, they see the Scape Shift. Oh. Tragic. Actually tragic. Okay. Actually tragic. So they have to, like, do something now. They can't do nothing. Okay, is there a Saga in a graveyard? No. Let's play Nykthos. Get rid of Haro? I think that makes sense. Play value land. I could have waited maybe on that land. Okay, I found a good card. Found a good card, chat. Can't cast it though. Alright, this is another really scary card. So. We're presenting the threats. The threats are being presented. I am going to blow that up with my Summon Spaghetti. I really did not like the keep I had this game, but it's kind of working out in some kind of way. I do not care if they reanimate this, which I'm sure they will. Do I need Splunking? Well, yeah, I have the cards I'd want all in the same hand, so... Let's play Splunking. So we have a bajillion landfall triggers. Decline. And... just cast Scape Shift. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 9 is way more than fine. I don't have to do more than that. Okay, so we have all the mana in the universe. We just have to find something to do with it. Which I'm sure is fairly likely. I ran out of basics. Tragic. Oh boy. The graveyard's too big, I can't see anything. Roaring Earth is definitely too late. Definitely too late. Oh, we have a giant X spell that deals damage. Can I kill my opponent with it? I think we actually have it, chat. I think I found lethal. I found my dream Banefire lethal scenario. Yeah, it's too late for Provisioner as well. Oh, whoa, let's go ahead and not discard that, shall we? Farseek has text, but so does just looting it away. Monument, again, a little too late for that to really matter. I could just reanimate that with my commander. I'm not going to gamble. There are only certain cards I'm looking for here. Actually, wait, I can just pass. I can just say no to all of this. Right? Yeah, alright. We'll just stop here. I could just... I don't even know what I'm worried about. And then we play... any land, doesn't matter. Underworld Breach is actually really good here. Okay. So... do I have any more fetchable lands? No. Can I find one? Is there a red fetchable land? Yes. Okay. Keep the hand. Okay, so let's count. 15. To face. We have it. Nice. Look at that. I probably could have just said no over and over to the loot. I got caught up in doing it. Hey, look, I want to use it, okay? I want to use it. I also reanimated lands with no targets. I should have just grabbed the basics out of my graveyard just to be, like, min-maxy. But if that wasn't lethal, then I could have kept the Tireless Provisioner and just looted away something else instead. And then with Underworld Breach, I could start basically casting my entire deck. I think we can cast every card in our deck. With the Underworld Breach here, I think we see our entire deck. We have infinite mana. It's just a matter of, like, thinning and stuff. Wait a minute. How do I actually draw? Could lie. Perilous. Song sort of draws. Not really. Monument wouldn't really do too much, but I guess I could put it in play. Okay. Yeah, with the Perilous, we're easily going to find... with this card, I am guaranteed to hit Escape the Wilds eventually. I mean, I only have to cast it, like, what, 4 times at max? So, yeah. I mean, with Underworld Breach, yeah, alright. We see our whole deck there. Cool. I really didn't like my hand. I did not like my starting hand. Well... Well, I can't gamble for what I want. Like, how could I cast what I want with gamble? Yeah, okay. I have to cast Underworld Breach first, and then gamble works. Okay. Could have just done that. What's interesting in that game was I also presented the Tifa lethal that they had to answer. Okay, game. Gamble for rampant growth? Gamble for rampant growth, I guess. Oh, wait, no, triple tap land. Ooh. Well, now I still can't cast. Yeah, alright, never mind, I still can't cast it next turn. Oh, that's a good starting mill, I guess. Yeah, Breach would be a nightmare to click through, but it would work. It would work. Alright, fortunately, Giver Runes has no text on it in this matchup. Let's play our commander and sack it like the crazy people we are. Is that true? I think that's actually true. I think I want rampant growth so bad that I should really do this. This is how I keep up. Because this isn't relevant till later, and I can very easily cast it again. It's only at 4. And as it stands, I just don't want to cast it. So I could probably kill my opponent with losing 3, but they have Lurrus, so it's a scenario where that's probably not realistic. They just offset that. So we just, we could do treasure or draw. Probably draw, honestly. What am I gambling for? I didn't actually think about that. I don't know what I'm gambling for. Shoot. Summon giant thing, because it's a good play next turn? Yeah. If I discard it, so be it. No, I didn't. Yeah, let's just draw. That's okay. I don't think I need a ton more mana, and cards are still what we're interested in, so... Yeah, almost gamble for a land, but that would be kind of nuts. Alright, well, that just made the game uninteresting. That sure is fun when your opponent has one of the 1-mana cards that ruin everything and nullify all strategies. All that thinking I had, and it just flew out the window. Because Wizards likes 1-mana mythic rares that break the game. Where are the ramp spells, please? Whole deck. Whole deck. I'm gonna use the fetch land now. Oh, was I on the draw? Oh, I thought I was on the play. I got confused for a second. This is another cool one, maybe. Crewing it's not impossible. I think I have enough of that, and maybe not get too hung up on doing that repeatedly. Alright, let's play this. I'm just gonna run this out, stop holding priority for no reason. Don't have enough for both in the same turn. I think I have to play Song of Seasons. I cannot trade, it's too much. I probably wouldn't trade anyways, so... I don't think there's ever a world where I could trade. Oh, I don't have a second forest in play. Tragic. Well, it is what it is. A little late to do that, I think, but sure. So, Scute Swarm land is not doing it. Let's do this. That's actually pretty interesting. I could cast it now. I think I will. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Alright, well, I mean, it's Tatyova, so... They could have overloaded Cyclonic Rift, by the way. They just didn't. Bouncing this doesn't make sense. You can actually sort of bounce all the tokens it makes if you just pass the turn back, so it's very odd to me. This is another card we could run. It does have lethal without Craterhoof, too, so... As much mana as my opponent has created, this is still the slowest Tatyova I've seen in a while. And it still looks like this. So... Cyclonic Rift is out of the way, which means this is high value. I'm holding Breach for a turn. Mythweaver Pock is interesting, but not when you don't really have any lands, so... Can I cast it still? Should I? What does it even do? It's not really doing anything, so... There is currently no trample. And again, Cyclonic Rift is out of the way, so... Congratulations if you also have Rivers of Luke, I guess. Okay. So there's some kind of draw your whole deck combo? But they have to pass the turn back. There's nothing you can do with all that mana. Oh. Oh, they got stuck. Oh, no. They got stuck. They're gonna deck out. They're just they can't do anything. They're gonna deck out. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, thanks, opponent. I appreciate it. Tatyova not knowing how their cards work. No way. That's so funny. I've actually never seen this a single... Oh, now I can see why I've never seen it. You're forced to deck out here. It would be a draw? Why would this be a draw? They deck out. What am I not understanding? I mean, you can't stop. Oh, you can't stop. So it never lets you draw in the first place. Okay, wait. Is there really no way to stop this? No, they can't deck out because they'll never draw cards. They'll just keep putting stuff on the stack. So if you copy this... No, oh, the problem is the new copy of Pock comes with the text of once per turn. So even if you clone this, you get the once per turn back, and it sees itself. Ah, and yeah, it's a forced draw. This is a forced draw because you can't draw. They'll have a million Tatyova triggers on the stack, but they'll all be constantly disrupted by Mythweaver Pock. Because of Ashaya drawing, and then because they're all lands, non-token lands specifically, and from there it's It's lights out. It is lights out. Wow. That is... Because Pock doesn't make non-tokens. Look at that. Pock actually broke the game instead of just being broken. I've never seen that. That is a forced draw. It's a forced draw, except my opponent has to keep clicking. It's a forced draw, but they have to sit there and click, and I can go to the bathroom. That is great. Alright, well that will never happen again. Or it will. Or it will. Or the next Pock player will have all three of those in play and ruin their everything ever. Ruin their whole everything. Yeah, I've never seen that. Well, with Pock everywhere in Ashaya, could it happen? Yeah, it could also happen. Yeah, you just get stuck. Yeah, I've never seen that before. I played a ton of Pock. I didn't play Ashaya, though. I'm not really a big fan of Ashaya, honestly. Okay, I'm tired of gambling for ramp spells. I'm not keeping that. I'm tired of gambling for ramp spells. That's not out of spite. If you force a draw when you're about to lose, that's not out of spite. You just force a draw instead. I would do that. I'd take a draw. It's time consuming, but I mean, I'm doing it. It's like chess. I'm gonna go for the draw when I see I cannot win anymore. I'm on the draw against Chromox. I'm gonna accept that I'm not winning this. Against blue-red, blue-white aggro dumbness. I'm moving on. Yeah, you have to click through it, but I play Solemnity Phyrexian Unlife in Historic, best of one, and I will sit there for 40 minutes while my opponent severely struggles to accept that they've lost, and they swing for no reason for 25 turns. So I will take a draw if a draw option is provided to me. I will gladly sit there for 3 hours and click for a draw. That is an out that is in my deck, and it's there for a reason. Other than sometimes being a complete accident. Alright, so Ujin's beatable if I just build up all of my spaghetti and throw it at the same time. And maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe we can. Again on the draw. Opponent exiles the most insane pile of cards I've ever seen. Then plays a Wastes. Alright. Do we also have the 2-mana rock to complement the rest of this excellency? We do not. Oh my goodness. We found the rush card. We found the rush card. It's not Tifa, but I mean it's got text on it. Alright. I'm gonna play Oracle next turn, because again we're against Ujin. I just think blocked with that. So land. I don't want this medallion. Actually, there's a lot of cards I don't want. I really have no respect for Palladium Mirror. Every time I've played it, it's died. But it's good when it works. It catches my opponent right back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, well, we had our fun. Literal perfection. Why not? And you said Soul Ring was banned. Silly me. Opponent played 2 Soul Rings that game. Boring. I don't even see Ujin as much as I think I should. feel like I should see Ujin all day. We were also on the draw that game, right? Yeah, we were on the draw. Definitely mattered. Definitely mattered. I don't think we could have killed them with Tifa. If I had Tifa instead. Don't think I could have. They don't play Ujin because it doesn't complete quests. That is fair. That is fair. I don't think we're ever gonna get Sol Ring. I don't really believe that. Let's play that. Let's do this. Alright, we have mana. Time to do stuff, I guess. Don't ask me what that stuff is, though. Beats me. Yeah, we'll play this. Why not? Okay. What do I loot away? I can just loot away one of these. I can reanimate it, right? Mossborn Hydra's a card, I guess. I'm out of lands, though. Opponent has, by a massive metric, the far superior threat. I did not expect that to resolve. I'm actually kind of confused why that resolved. I don't understand. Okay. If that's the case, I will do an uncounterable thing? I'm a bit confused. I mean, there's no way it's Tails. What are you? Okay, so they had Tails in, huh? Is this, would this have been Tails? Yeah, they could Tails in that. Oh yes, the perfect fetch land for the Tatyova turn. Always nice. I think I will overload Mizzix's Mastery. Wait, maybe that's just dumb. Hold on. This is no longer worthwhile. Well, I mean, I actually have lethal, so you have to play the game now. Okay, this is the same situation, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So none of these. They're all kind of the same, I guess. Did we do it? Chat, I think we did it. I think we actually did it. I'm gonna swing. Wow. We actually did it. No way. They tails ended the activation, which oh, I guess it makes sense. Just kind of weird. They could have actually tails ended a Mossborn Hydra trigger. That could have actually mattered. Oh, no. I mean, it could have mattered, but it wouldn't have because I ended up finding a fetch land. So we'd swing for a ton more. I have no... What does my opponent have for his spell here that wasn't castable? Solitude? Like, whatever they had was castable outside of anything on the stack, but it wasn't impacting this. I have no idea. But we'll take it. We beat Mana Drain. Alright, I'm done. My room is starting to get, like, really hot because of I don't like running the air conditioner when I'm streaming. Oh, wait, I think this is the fourth one. I think this is actually the fourth Dark Confidant. I have the entire Dark Confidant playset. I think. I do. I actually do. I have all of them now. So we can't find this again, I don't think, out of a pack because of the bad luck protection. Yikes. 4 mythics for Dark Confidant. Really sad. I don't know, is it a standard staple? Maybe I'll play a standard game. I'm never gonna play standard. No, it's not happening. I saw the Pro Tour Final Fantasy and it was just mono red aggro and mono red aggro with some blue in it. So not my kind of format there, or meta, I guess I should say. But maybe 4-color Overlords with Xur is playable, and I would play that. I find that fun. There's a blue-white deck I saw, too, in Standard a little. Anyways, I'm going to get caught up. So, this does actually play kind of like a red Storm deck would play. I think I was saying it in the intro, where your ramp spells create treasure in the form of a land, which is the better of the two, and the looting here is how you get the looting side of the treasure card. So even you have actually more of that than you do in a red deck with the draw discard. You have more of that in a green deck because all you have to do is play lands, and that's one of the best things ever in the game, right? Is playing lands. So this is probably up there with like Burgi and stuff. I don't know if it's like faster, but it has a lot of resilience to it. You also have a second line of attack. Because you're playing lands instead of treasures, it makes sense to play giant scary things. I said I wanted Tooth and Nail. I ended up not putting it in here, but Tooth and Nail could have just shown up in this deck, and I could have put like 1 or 2 other scary creatures and had all that be lethal and stuff. But for the sagas we had, I liked all of them, I think. These were all excellent. Maybe these two on the slightly less exciting side, but not too bad. To be completely honest, I felt like there were plenty of games I had access to one of these. I mean, you can gamble, and if you discard it, then this just reanimates it. So there's actually plenty of opportunities. There were plenty of opportunities just with 5 sagas that the bottom line of text actually came up a fair amount. So you don't even need a bunch of sagas. And if that's the case, it's even more of a reason not to run anymore. Because most of the sagas are not good. That this can play, it's obviously stuck in red and green. This is why I have to stop streaming. It's because I just start losing my voice. I liked everything this was doing. I think maybe the Bristly Bill Roiling Earth thing, which came in and out repeatedly. They were in to start, and then I took them out, and I put them back in. They kind of get in the way for an early play. I'm not excited about playing this on turn 2. Not really even excited about playing it turn 3. So they kind of get in the way. They also really would like some kind of creature to target. And I don't actually have a lot of creatures to put the counters on. Bristly Bill targets itself. This can target your commander. It can target like Llanowar Elves, and then suddenly Llanowar Elves is a scary threat. But Llanowar Elves doesn't need help being a scary threat. And it's just more powerful to tap. Like I think I've said this before as well. If Llanowar Elves is a 5/5 on turn 1, it is still better as a land. So like if it was, maybe it starts to change as a 7/7, but if Llanowar Elves was a 5/5, you would still almost always use it to tap for mana instead of swinging 5 times and killing your opponent. Because tapping for mana, having 2 lands, is so much better than swinging with a 5/5. Honestly, probably even a 6/6, right? So I think maybe about a 7/7 is where it starts to become, we can swing with Llanowar Elves instead of tapping it for mana, because it's just that egregious. So with that being said, less options for this to actually target. I can't say I'm a big fan of it, having taken it in and out and in and out. Same with Bristly Bill. It's only 1 counter per landfall. Tifa doubles it, and so does Mossborn Hydra. This doesn't double until way later. It's certainly a threat, though, and I think it's viable enough to keep it in, at least. Maybe I should have just kept this and removed the Earth. This can put counters on other things, and then you can double those and whatnot, but still, it's not. This is not a Bristly Bill deck. Yeah, definitely more gooder than Rolling Earth. I liked Mystic's Mastery. I really liked Underworld Breach. I never cast this, I don't think. I did get the Dream scenario where I blew someone's face up with this. And I like how this is probably better than Banefire, just because you have access to a other side of it. Like, you can just reanimate your lands. That is quite massive. I still think expensive land reanimate is not worth it. So, like Lumra and that other thing that's at 6 mana, Green Warden or something. Just play Crucible. Monument never showed up, right? No, we had it 1 game, and our opponent cast Reanimate, and we happened to discard this, so nothing we did mattered. But Monument never really got to do much. I think that happened last time. I think actually every time I've played this, there's been 1 situation where it actually did something, but you do have to take at least half, probably more, a turn to put it in play, which, I'm not a fan of cards that don't do anything without help. It's not that great, like most of these cards just want you to play Magic in the form of play your land, right? Or ramp spells. Ramp spells combo with themselves. Literally. Into the North combos with itself. This does need my commander. So a little, or gamble, I guess. So a little bit iffy. Oh, it's also, I will say that, it's actually not probably the first 4 targets for gamble. That could be because what I chose to gamble for was something else, but it would make sense to me to gamble for something that is okay to get discarded a little bit more than just gamble for a card that if you lose it, you're like, oh, well, rip. So, I don't know. But there were certainly some scenarios where I probably could have gambled for this and didn't, but I couldn't tell you what I gambled for instead. I don't remember. The green doesn't need much explanation. You're definitely not the kind of deck that wants to play, like, beatdown. Mossborn Hydra and Tifa beat your opponent to death, but they only did that because you played a billion lands, which your opponent's going to struggle with if they answered your Mossbound beatdown thing. So I don't look at these cards as like, it's like a green Banefire that can be countered by removal. That's kind of what these are. Oh, I keep looking at that. Do I keep looking at this? I don't know why. It's kind of just a green Banefire where you play it and it can just kill them, so they have to stop it. But we're not complementing it with other creatures that also swing, right? Same with Craterhoof. It's a beatdown win, but it won with Llanowar Elves. It didn't win with my, 5 mana Elder Gargaroth in my Ashaya, in my that ape, and something else like Primeval Titans in play, or no, it's just you play it, and all the other chaff that you had that was letting you outvalue your opponent mana wise. That's what these are. So it's kind of like a top end payoff, explosive out of nowhere win. It's not really a, you know. It would be a beatdown thing if I had like 55 other cards that swing next to it, in my opinion. I know Tifa itself, when you play it as a commander, kind of feels like a beatdown strategy, but all you're really doing is trying to play 5 lands in the same turn and win. So, like, Tifa just lets those lands win as opposed to you've done 27,000 damage. But it has enough protection spells where it's in that weird zone for me. So, what else? I think that's about it. This is a cool deck. It's a very cool deck. I have not seen anyone play it. I've seen a single player play this commander, but they did not do this. They played a ton. I think they played every single mana dork you can on 2. And they only found like 1 or 2 sagas that they milled. And then they didn't do anything. So, this is definitely not that. You could probably put more mana. In fact, the cards I'm taking out will probably be replaced with more land-based ramp. This is a very powerful strategy when you go from 1 to 3, right? Historic is not very friendly to your slow, grindy 6-drops. And I think we did a very good job at dodging, putting all those slow, grindy cards in the deck. This is... I mean, you could easily play this deck without any sagas. I'll say that. You could play this without any sagas. But, might as well have some. Like, you're probably always playing Fable, no matter what, anyways. Summon Titan is cool. It's pushing it for me, in terms of, like, land reanimate stuff. But I can recur it, and I can also just pitch it early, if I can't cast it to my commander. So, I think it's okay. But it is at 5 mana. Same with Escape the Wilds. I don't really like Escape when you have 5 mana and you cast it. It's like, you exile some stuff, and maybe next turn, if there's a land in the pile, which there probably is, it's nice. You get an extra land for the turn. So, I could be overthinking it. But you don't need this card, I don't think. I don't think you need this card. It's cool. I'm a fan of it, but it is definitely on the slower end of things. It has a chance of screwing you over. You can accidentally exile some crucial stuff, like Craterhoof, and then you can't cast it. Feels really, or even this, if that's something you want for the game. It feels worse to lose Craterhoof than this, for sure, though. There's definitely a card that sort of circumvents the exile risk that you could play that's similar. But I wasn't disappointed with this card. Spelunking actually won us a game, I think. I think Spelunking with Scapeshift and then World Souls Rage won us the game through Mythweaver Pock making a bajillion zillion lands. But, yeah, if you see green decks explode with mana and take a 20-minute turn, and it's not that kind of deck that cares all in on that kind of thing, like let's say you're playing as Tatyova, they have, I don't know, what is it? Tireless Provisioner. They just have that, and then they just do 15 things, and you're just staring at your opponent, and they're playing a million lands, just going crazy with green cards and not really other colored cards. That is what this deck is, but it's dialed up to 11, and I kind of like it. If you're all in on that kind of landfall, mana ramp, explosion stuff, this is definitely the commander I would do it with. But there is the counter argument that other commanders that have that opportunity but not dialed up to 11, it's just at the natural setting of like 8 or whatever, has a far better other thing it's doing, right? Like Tatyova, again, has Mana Drain and Counter Spells and Wash Away and Brainstorm, River's Rebuke, Cyclonic Rift, the spiel. It has access to that stuff. It has fetch lands, and it has kind of the same thing we're doing, except at 5 mana, you don't have to discard, you just draw, and you don't go down a card. Usually, the card draw side of Tatyova isn't the biggest deal, because when they draw, if it was a draw discard like this was, they probably wouldn't really care. They don't need critical mass, they just need to draw like the one explosive card, and the rest are like whatever. So if Tatyova was a looting kind of thing, it wouldn't fundamentally change it too much. So you do have the pseudo benefit, kind of having Tatyova in red and green, right? Because you don't care too much about really discarding anything, and if you don't want to discard anything, then congratulations, your hand is excellent. Now, you would obviously want to draw if you didn't want to discard, but at 2 mana, I think that is well worth the payoff. Now, if it was blue-green, we'd be happier, but maybe the community would be happier. I like the red-green go wild storm nonsense. And when you do discard, you get access to Underworld Breach, Mrs. Mastery, Flashback, Reanimate land stuff. I'm just a fan of this. I think there's a little bit more tweaking to be done, but as it stood, I liked it. There's only like 7 to 8-ish highly consistent commanders you should expect to play against in Historic right now, which is unfortunate. But if you assess, like, you know, the VVs, the Yunas, the Eurekos, the Ujin is still around, the other 2 or 3 we see all day that I can't think of off the top of my head. You have to take those in mind. And there are a fair amount of those that actually don't kill this right away, or if they do, you're not upset, which is a massive boon to any commander if it dies the first time and that you can keep playing the game. that is a huge boon, and this is definitely one of those commanders. It could actually die like twice, 3 times. You're like, all right. Sometimes you're just done with it and it doesn't matter anymore. So that's another massive benefit to this. This is a really cool commander. Very interesting design space. Deck space, I should say. But that's it. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Alright, chat. We're done. Go to bed. Or do whatever you